Hi, everybody. Mark Rushton of markrushtongallery.com. It is Tuesday, September 27th, 2022. And this video is called Why Painting Videos Might Be Better than Instagram Reels for Emerging Artists. So, listen, if you like the video, like it. If you're just encountering me for the first time, think about subscribing to my channel. I talk about art and music and stuff related to that sort of thing. I've got a little art to show off here, right? I do a lot live painting videos, works in progress, things like that. It's a lot of fun. And if you join my mailing list at markrushtongallery.com, I'm gonna have really awesome things down the road. But I'm rebooting. I'm rebooting, right? So, but I've done some things over the years that work and that what in the world? Why are you calling me potential spam? I've done some things over the years. I've experimented around on the art and the video side here, and I kind of want to talk about why I think uh, like emerging artist, like somebody like me, somebody who doesn't really have that big of a clientele or patronage, but is producing work, is out there, it has a website, is selling, um, is doing videos like me. Why painting videos, videos of painting might be better than Instagram Reels for emerging artists. So or and other than Instagram Reels, like things like TikTok or YouTube Shorts. Now, there's a lot of artists out there, with thousands and tens of thousands of followers, and their things do rather well, and they do have a clientele and a base, and they're able to. I mean, they're killing it, right? And they're doing really good. But then there's a lot of us out here who are, and let's show the screen here. They're like me, they've got 248 followers, and I think pretty much all of them are real to some extent, but not everybody's engaged to Instagram all the time, right? And so there's that. And Zuckerberg throttles you, right? So you make a reel, you made reels a few months ago and they got 3,000, 6,000 views, and now they're getting 130 or 81 or maybe 200 if you're lucky, and that's still good. You've still got a lot of people that are looking at your art if you make your reels in a particular manner to show off your art, um, and to promote your business rather than following trends or using the plastic music that you're told to like, which I don't understand why people do that sort of thing, but whatever. That's if you're chasing fame, that's great, but I, you know, fame, fame. You be careful with that. So recently, I got back into making. Now that I got the studio here kind of set up to a certain degree here, the other night I took my smartphone. I did what I did a few years ago, and I made a live streaming video, and I made the live streaming video to YouTube. I did not use StreamYard because I wanted to record the video and then later be able to go and download it, edit it, find some software, speed it up, and see what that process was like now, because I have done that in the past, and I've revisited it because it's done well in the past. And I didn't really know what I was doing at the time. And let me just talk a little bit more deeply about that here. So this is the video that I ultimately made. This isn't the original video. This is the speeded up work in progress. So what I have out here with the painting is me just painting fast, and I put a little bit of my music underneath it because I'm also a recording artist. I put a little bit of my ambient music on there, the stuff that's licensed, the stuff that will not trigger any sort of takedown or anything like that. And anyway, it was kind of fun playing around with that. And so what I did was, I took the original live stream, and then because I live streamed it, I have the ability to download that MP4, and then I went and used a program here called Filmforth, which I bought through the Microsoft store or the Windows store or whatever for like $12. It's like super easy to use. A little, not, you got to figure it out, but it's not that difficult as far for just making just simple edits and then adding a soundtrack to it. And then it does take a little bit of time to render, but perfectly reasonable. I think I did, after loading the video and loading the music, I don't think I spent more than 5 minutes on it before going and rendering it. Rendering it took a while. I think I went up for dinner or whatever while that was going on, So that was good. That was really easy to use. And $12, how can you go wrong, right? And so what I did last night with the painting video, because I was like, well, I've got this 5 minute sped up, and let's mute it here. I'm sure there'll be some sort of problem here with it, but you can see how like I'm going through here, and you speed it up like 4 times or something like that, and that makes a 20-minute video into like a 5-minute video, and you're just kind of watching the process. And I've muted the music here, but there is music underneath it, just some nice electronic stuff that I make. And so I can already see the problems that I have with this particular video here. Using the smartphone, it's got that autofocus, so it's back and forth like that. So I'm gonna try something different here in the near future, and let me just shrink that down a little bit here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my pink laptop, which has good enough specs. And then I'm not going to use the webcam on it, but I'm going to use one of these little Logitech 720s that I got. I've had this for years. These are, people gave these up a long time ago. They're only 720, right? But I can only StreamYard in 720, right? So I'm going to go and aim that towards the easel or the table. Next time I get this set up, it may be tonight, it may be sometime later this week here, and I'm going to go and just create a video file. And then I got out all my these things here. So I'll just move that file over to here, and we'll come into Studio 2 here, load up the video file, bring it into Filmforth here, and make another quick speeded up video, right? People like watching this stuff. They do. It's really kind of amazing. And and then last night I scheduled the video via StreamYard, because I have a StreamYard account, so I can stream to YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. It's like 3 services, $25 a month. And so I scheduled that. And so that was a quick upload and a quick schedule. Then you throw in all of your description and your links and metadata and all that sort of stuff in the description. As you can hold on here, as you'll see in the here in the description on BitChute. So I loaded it up. So it played while I was at the grocery store last night. It was great, right? So it was a kind of a live but pre-recorded, before a live studio audience. And because I have things like BitChute and Odyssey and Rumble hooked up to YouTube acts as sort of like a translator channel for all these other alternative streaming platforms. And that's where I get actually a surprising number of views on these platforms. BitChute, I don't know whether the numbers are real or not, but they do vary. So 36 views since yesterday. And then here's another thing that I discovered fairly recently was the ability to go and look at most viewed. So these were some sped up painting videos that I made a few years ago, and I got one that's crossing 400. And I've noticed that the count goes up. The count has gone up just even in the last few months. Somebody's watching this. I don't know whether it's in a playlist or people are searching for this sort of stuff. So these sorts of videos on these alternative platforms kind of become evergreen content. Like people find them. They're like little satellites that have been launched into outer space, looking for aliens, little, green men on Mars or something. And so I'm like, well, wait a second here. I need to get back to doing this sort of thing. I need to be launching these little satellites to find the green men in outer space, right? So I find that to be just like super exciting. And again, also, Odyssey, I've got 41 followers on Odyssey. I've only had one view. That's not me, but I've had one view out there. I think I had a view on Rumble, which, are they into art? Who knows? But I'm willing to spread my wings and be everywhere. As I like to say, as an artist, either a recording artist or a fine art, a visual artist or writer or whatever, you have to be everywhere. You can't just limit yourself to these little islands and all this. But the big topic here, and I've rambled on about this quite a bit here, but making that video didn't take that long. Having StreamYard and scheduling it wasn't that much effort. It's something that I've grown into over the last few years here. Now, the last 4 months here, I have been making reels of my videos, of my paintings. I've been making reels and Instagram posts